entertaining snake movies that you must watch. The world of cinema has an ancient love affair with creature features. A powerful and dangerous creature is usually pitted as the enemy of humanity in such plots. From sharks to dinosaurs to snakes, the list goes on, but the hiss of death really appealed to Hollywood. Since time immemorial, we have had snake movies that involve the deadliest of reptiles, causing destruction and taking human lives. However, it is not over by simply putting out a movie with a snake as the prime enemy. Among the many snake movies, not many have managed to strike a chord with the audiences. This has ensured a steady demand for a concrete plot involving a fearful snake. The demand has been answered by some of the finest movies that bring about a chill down your spine. The slithering beasts make for some popcorn blockbusters and are amazing guilty pleasures. We bring to you some of the best snake movies that you can lay your hands upon. Let's begin. Anaconda, 1997. This movie is the reigning queen in the world of snake movies and has emerged as a cult classic. The plot tracks a group of National Geographic film crew who are forced by a snake hunter to track and capture the anaconda. This is no normal snake, but the world's deadliest and largest snake that could strike down a human in a matter of minutes. The quest soon becomes a bloodbath as members start falling prey to this vicious predator. Can they get the better of the menacing snake? If you excuse the CGI snake, the movie does come across as one of the best creature features. The elements of suspense are enough to keep you at the edge of your seats. The tension in the air when the crew is stuck in swampy waters and from somewhere the predator is coming to get them is unparalleled. The cast put up a decent performance with actors like Jon Voight, Ice Cube, and Jennifer Lopez essaying their roles to perfection. The slimy, heartless, villainous snake strikes fear in your hearts and also makes this such a famous movie in this genre.
That's it, old man. We're back in business.
Snakes on the Plane, 2006. The plot of Snakes on the Plane is enough to evoke the interest of the viewer. An FBI agent is tasked with bringing a witness to Los Angeles to testify against a mob boss. However, to ensure that the witness never reaches the court, venomous and deadly snakes are released inside the plane during the flight. The FBI agent must now save the passengers along with the witness to come out of this situation. The casting includes Hollywood legend Samuel L. Jackson, who delivers with a tremendous performance. Others such as Nathan Phillips and Juliana Margulies are decent in their respective parts. The movie is a fun experience as you wait with bated breath to find out the eventual outcome. The plot is fairly one-track but does have elements of humor. Besides the moments of action, humor, nudity, and slight gore, the CGI snakes are not exactly the most impressive. But overall, you can try it out if you don't mind a mindless but fun movie.
Lisa, don't move!
What?
Just don't move!
Chord!
Right there. Get steady.
Curse 2: The Bite, 1989. Curse 2 has some of the most horrific moments that you could expect out of a creature flick. A man gets bitten by a radioactive snake and his body begins to change. His hand transforms into a deadly snakehead that attacks people when he meets. He is also home to numerous venomous snakes. It is up to him to now ensure that he does not hurt others. But can he put a leash on his murderous nature? The movie is criminally underrated despite having a thrilling storyline. The ambience is often creepy with slimy, deadly creatures crawling around the place. The special effects are not in the league of the best, but the Italian horror production still does a decent job. The aspect of acting has been taken care of by the likes of J. Eddie Peck and Jill Schwellen. On the other hand, Federico Prosperi's direction takes you on a journey with no boring moments. So, are you up for the bite of this entertainer? We promise that it won't sting. Sssssss, 1973. What if a man could be transformed into a deadly King Cobra? The movie explores the possibility through a bizarre storyline. The protagonist is a college student named David who comes to work for a famous scientist. As David falls for his daughter, little does he know that the scientist has something deadly up his sleeve. It is a serum that can transform him into a snake. The premise of the movie might appear to be somewhat cheesy, but make no mistake, it is a great entertainer. Kudos to the exceptional acting by veteran actor Strother Martin as he excels in the role of a sinister scientist. Dirk Benedict also plays his role to perfection as the young college guy. The movie is blessed with a melodious and appropriate background score. The terrifying moments in the movie, along with a fast-paced narrative, will make this movie worth your time. Anacondas, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid, 2004. The blood orchid could be the potential flower to ensure a longer lifespan to humans. Chasing this flower, a team of scientists led an expedition and land up right in snake territory. By snake, we mean the deadly gigantic anaconda. There are a few anacondas that have benefited from the blood orchid, thereby being stronger, longer, and faster. Can the team outsmart the snakes and make their way out of the rainforest that is set to spell doom upon them all? That is pretty much the story of this movie in a nutshell. But of course, there is a generous dose of suspense and horror that you can only enjoy after watching it. The movie was never meant to be a masterpiece, and it isn't. Instead, it does what it intends to, entertains. The CGI is well done, which makes the scenes appear realistic, thereby adding to the horror quotient. The actors like Johnny Messner, Cadiz Strickland, Matthew Martson, and others exhibit a remarkable performance. There is great debate on whether this Anaconda movie is better than the first one. While we won't be able to settle the debate, we definitely would advise you to go for this movie for the sheer entertainment. Venom, 1981. Venom is the story of a kidnapping gone wrong. Awfully wrong. When some terrorists hatch a plan to kidnap the child of a wealthy couple, little do they know what awaits them. There is a lethal black mamba in the house, and the terrorists are trapped in the boy's London residence. There are some hostages as well, ensuring enough hunting opportunities for the dead snake. Would they survive the ordeal as the snake starts picking off the victims one by one? Watch the movie to find out, and we bet you will not be disappointed. There is a certain Hitchcockian development in the movie that appeals to a section of the audience. The story promises a few shudders, and the movie is held together by some amazing acting performances by Oliver Reed, Klaus Kinski, Nicole Williamson, and others. The editing is perfect, which makes the viewing experience pleasant. The movie is also blessed with great lighting and music. Overall, we strongly recommend you to check this movie out for a spine-chilling experience. New Alcatraz, a.k.a. Boa, 2001. New Alcatraz has a horrifying premise that will immediately get you hooked onto the movie. Accidentally, a man-eating boa finds its way into a high-security jail. A simple drilling accident leads to this catastrophe, but how would they get out of it? This is what forms the crew of the storyline, and it is definitely worth your time. You may complain about some loopholes in the plot or the average CGI, but you cannot deny that the movie is an all-out entertainer. The direction of Philip J. Roth has nothing to complain about, nor can you doubt the credentials of actors like Dean Cain, Mark Shepard, and Elizabeth Lackey. If you enjoy snake films, chances are that this would be fairly enjoyable for you. King Cobra, 1999. The premise is all set for an entertaining creature feature. We have a scientist by the name of Dr. Erwin Byrne, who is working on an experiment that is supposed to make humans and animals more aggressive. Plans go for a toss when a huge and deadly cobra manages to escape the lab. It is now a menace as it hunts innocent residents of the small town in California. Can they tackle the lethal mutated snake? The movie is packed with usual horror cliches. There is a monstrous creature looking for its prey, and there are hunters looking to kill the snake. The viewers should watch it for the sheer entertainment value, because seeing it as a serious classic would let you down. The scenes involving the snake do send a shiver down your spine. The direction by David and Scott Hillenbrand could have been better. The acting performances are decent as Pat Morita, Scott Hillenbrand, and others chip in with their bits. Overall, the movie can entertain despite the loopholes in the plot, and it is worth trying out if you are into massive snake movies.